Well, I think that one of the most important things is really knowing that the disease occurs and it's more frequent among minority population groups. And I think that in this country in particular, with the growth of the Hispanic population and the knowledge we have now from our studies and others, that lupus is a very serious disease in the Hispanic population, especially among those that have Amerindian background, that means genes proper to the American continent. I think knowing that the disease is more frequent, that can be more serious, is very important to practitioners of all types, so that the disease is recognized very early, is treated properly and promptly, and so the consequence of the disease really can be avoided.
One of the stark realities of health and health care in the United States is the disparity that exists between different segments of the population. This disparity covers a broad spectrum of conditions, but it's especially true in lupus. Lupus disproportionately affects women. It's more common and more severe in minority populations, and it tends to be more prevalent in people who are poor. Many factors contribute to the disparate health outcomes in lupus, including differences in the actual biology of the disease itself and the environment people live in. For example, the genes that predispose to lupus appear to be different in minority populations, and that may account, at least in part, for the difference in disease severity. In addition to that, many of the drugs that are commonly used to treat lupus seem to work less well in people of color. However, there can be no doubt that factors associated with the healthcare system also contribute to health disparities. Poor access to care, lack of health insurance, delays in diagnosis, or poor quality of care are all problems faced by people with lupus. Taken together, all of these factors contribute to the healthcare disparities that are faced by people with lupus. They constitute a challenge for them and a real challenge for anyone who seeks to end health disparities in this disease.